This is the continuation of lesson 6. If you want, you could go ahead and complete the square for b on your own and then come back and see if you have the same as me. So I'm going to start by putting brackets around my first two terms, and I recognize I have to divide out my a value, which is -2. So that would be x squared minus 10x, and then the minus 60 stays out of the bracket. We have to now figure out what we add and subtract by. So my b value, so we take half of b and square it. So half of b is going to be 5, squared would be 25. So I'm going to add and subtract by 25. And that minus 60 is outside the bracket again. I'm going to put another set of brackets around to identify the PST, the perfect square trinomial, and I'm going to go ahead and factor that. So that'll be x minus 5 squared. And then I need to release the negative 25, so I'm going to multiply that by the a value, and that will be positive 50 minus 60. So my vertex form will be -2 x minus 5 squared minus 10. And so we need to analyze the vertex and the direction of opening. So I know the vertex is 5, -10, and that is also going to be below the x-axis. And the parabola is opening down since my a value is below 0 or is negative. So that opens down. And so I know that is going to have no roots. If you need a visual, you can go ahead and just plot. We know 5, -10 is going to be somewhere in the 4th quadrant. Parabola is opening down, so you can see it does not cross the x-axis. All right, let's get C going. So I'm going to start by putting brackets around my first two terms, and I'm going to divide by the a value, which is 3. So that'll be 3x squared plus 8x. Close up your bracket, have that 48 on the outside. My b value is 8, so I'm going to divide it by 2, which is 4, and then square it, which is 16. So I'm going to add 16 and subtract 16 to make my perfect square trinomial. I'm going to put in my extra set of brackets to identify the trinomial that I'm going to factor, my PST. So that is x plus 4 squared. And then I need to take out that -16, and I do that by multiplying it by the 3. So 3 times -16 is going to be -48 plus 48, which we know would go to 0. So my vertex form is x plus 3 times x plus 4 squared. So my vertex, we can see it would be -4, 0. And the direction of opening, oh wait, let's say -4, 0, that is going to be on the x-axis, So since it is on the x-axis, I don't need to look at the direction of opening. We know automatically it is going to have one root. All right, that's the end, guys. Hopefully that has helped you out.